Clutch in.
Well, this is not how I saw today going, but...
Today is about to be the greatest day. You know why? Because that 2018 R6 is going to get an install of an exhaust, headers, and tuned, and if everything goes well today, we will get to hear the motorcycle. That being said, weird things happen on almost every one of these episodes, so I can't wait to see what happens. What's going on, everybody? Chaseontwowheels here for another episode of WBRGarage. Today, we got the R6, and we finally get to hear the thing with the exhaust that we have bought. On the last episode of WBRGarage, we got this beautiful custom gas tank installed, but we are on a path to want to crank the bike up and hear what it sounds like. That is what we are going to get to do today. Today should be a relatively simple episode. Let me put you here. Let me do an easy explain for you. Hypothetically, it's put headers on, right? I got some cool acro headers. I'm gonna show you guys that later in the episode. We got a cool exhaust, all from our buddies. And then we're gonna put the headers on, use all these like little springs to put the exhaust on, put some gas in it, because it ain't got no gas in it.
It ain't got no gas in it.
And if all that happens, we should be able to crank the bike up. Today, there shouldn't be a lot of things that can happen with this. If you guys are new here, this is WBRGarage, where we turn bikes into dream bikes and then we give them away. If you guys want to win the bike, just go to WBRGarage.com. It's the top link in the description down below. You can get a membership, you can get merch, aka coffee mug, aka shirts. You guys go over there. If you get a membership, if you get merch, all of it automatically is contabulated. So at the very end of the build, once this beautiful thing is done, we will be giving the bike away. And me and the dudes that are all hiding in the back may just show up. Oh God, oh God.
Contabulated?
Contabulated. It's science, you wouldn't understand. If you guys want to win the bike, that's how to do it. Okay, before we get started, motivationusa.com. That is where we got, allow me to show you, all of this stuff. They are our build partner for this season, so they helped us get all the stuff. They've got so much stuff. If you like fast bikes and making them faster, I got a discount code for you in the description down below, so go check it out.
I realized I didn't have my own camera hat on, and I saw my shiny back of my head, and I was like, that's not good.
Speaking of that, if you guys are wondering what the live show going on here is, if you get a membership, you can actually watch us film these episodes live. It's a good time. Okay, so...
You think the videos are chaotic? You got another thing coming.
Yeah, the videos are nothing compared to the live show. I feel like we need to do a little montage of the bike so we can all see what it looks like now and then compare it at the end. Montage time! All right, guys, so most people that get an exhaust on an R6 or other bikes, most people just get the whole muffler situation because, like, visually from the outside, that's all you really see. But if you want actual, like, performance upgrades, you gotta go with the whole suite. Do you know why people don't get the headers most of the time? It's probably because this awesome SC Project exhaust cost $691. Ka-ching! These Akrapovich headers for this exhaust for this motorcycle, do you know how much they cost? $910. Yes, RIP my bank account.
And to be clear, if you get a full exhaust, you know what's required. Gotta get a tune.
Yeah.
Or an auto tuner, in our case.
An auto tuner.
You can get a slip-on and you'll get a sound improvement. You won't get a real power gain. Now, if you do a slip-on and a power commander, you can actually gain a little bit of power. But if you do a full exhaust system and a power commander or a rapid bike auto tuner, which is what I prefer personally, you're gonna make loads and gobs of power. You're gonna make it more fuel efficient. You're gonna make overall the bike, you know, you're not gonna worry about cold starts. You're not gonna worry about if it's hot and you shut it off and you have to restart it again, because if you don't have a tune with some stuff like that, bikes can get funky, same way with cars. You'll get starting and idling issues all over the place. So step one is going to be trying to get the headers on. So we're gonna kind of mock them up, get our gaskets in place and make sure that everything's gonna fit properly. It's Acura, it should.
We have to note that we did get new gaskets.
Yep, OEM exhaust manifold gaskets.
OEM. If you're replacing these, or if you're doing new headers, you do need to do New gaskets.
Yeah, I 100% recommend it. So real quick, we are gonna get all up in here, get all of our nuts taken off of our exhaust studs. We're gonna mock up our exhaust headers, make sure everything's gonna fit properly, make sure our little mid pipe is gonna fit. Before we lock anything down, before we slide anything together, we wanna make sure that it's gonna fit. So in the event you might need new parts, in the event you need gaskets, which we already have, we're gonna spend a little bit of time just getting our work area together, getting our tools ready and prepped, and we'll get at it.
We are gonna attempt to do this without removing the radiator, which we should be able to do, because as you guys can see, we got a little bit of room down there. You can see Christian's fingers like kind of wiggling around things.
This is our little mid pipe. So it's our 2 into 1, which is where our slip-on is gonna live. But yeah, it's got our O2 bung on there. It is safety wired. So this is meant for race use only.
Yes.
For closed course race use only.
Yeah, if you win this motorcycle, tell them what to do, Pat.
You go race it. It's a race bike. Oh look, the sticker's gone. You can do what you want.
Oh, okay, sweet. Figured that out.
You're an adult, do what you want. Okay.
Are you satisfied with your work here, Pat?
Yeah, it's okay.
Do you think you have the strength to do that? Oh, wow.
Hey, geology rocks, but geography's where it's at.
Move this man!
Guys, we just got the new headers unboxed. Look how gorgeous that is. Just so you guys have some context, this is what the headers looked like on the R6. And granted, you couldn't see them clearly, but like, I know there's a lot of fairings and all, but you can still see them peeking through, even through the fairings. Alrighty guys, now they got them unboxed. Pat, you ready to put these things in there?
Yeah, man, I'm excited.
Stuff out?
Yeah, we're just taking a look at it real quick. There is a center section here between both pipes that is welded together from factory, and they just kind of slide together. And so I really love that Acura does these really nice little CNC'd exhaust flanges, because they are beveled on the inside, so they kind of like lock into their position up there.
Oh, that is nice.
Which is quite nice. So you're not just using a cone. It's not a cone style that's like using a ton of pressure. It's specifically designed for that.
Cool. Let's see how they fit on there.
Yeah. Gonna be sure that's our German torque specification of guten tight. Boop. So there's a single on this side, and we've got 2 on either side. So we're gonna go there to Dooley's close side. Okay, and I'm gonna support the exhaust, make sure you don't pull. And boom, there you go, super easy. Easy way to tell how that works is the one that they sent us from the factory, set up the exact same way. So, super easy, copy what's there.
And that way, this will never come off.
That's not going anywhere, and now we get to the fun part.
Wait, so the headers are done?
Headers are done and on and ready to rock and roll.
Guys, we did it. Look, they're all the exhaust headers and the Y pipe. Everything is on. You guys probably watched the guys struggle through the top part of that, and it turns out that spring was the hardest one. Nice job, guys.
That whole cylinder was the hardest one. Getting the flange on, getting the seat properly.
But all that matters is we got them on. Everything is good. That is including the O2 sensor that you can see screwed in there. Now we get the fun part of unboxing the exhaust. Let's check it out. Okay, that excitement is very short-lived. We have a problem. This is what the entrance of this exhaust looks like. Okay, we can all see that. We get it. We get the shape. Come with me. And that is our Y pipe.
Yeah, I mean, there's something wrong here.
All right, guys, update to our situation. We got our beautiful exhaust on here. We did find the hardware. It was just, you know, when you've got thousands of dollars worth of parts, things go away. Here is the problem. Look how tight that is. All right, that's how tight it is, guys. So it's on a little rubber housing right here, and that's what's causing it to move so much. So it can move out. Look at that. Like, it'll give room for like that, but then it's rubberized, and look up here. You can see that it's just bending, and it just wants to go right back. And then our other main problem is that, as we said, these are Acro headers, so typically they would go into a Acro exhaust, but we're going into an SC project. And if you guys notice that little area right here, the area where the silencer goes on to the Y pipe is a little different. We got to figure this out. So we currently don't have a solution, but we're looking into it right now. We'll be back. As you know, we're in relatively uncharted territory, and I was told this, so I'm not
Isn't a huge
incredibly
surprise.
shocked that this is happening. I was told that nobody has seen this done before.
Now we know why.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm not going to call this a solution, but we have pulled the Y pipe a little bit. We've mounted the SC project on the other side of this little mount, and now we do have a decent amount of space. It still gives us the same problem down here where the slip-on is touching the Y pipe. It's still not perfect, and we're worried that like there may be exhaust gases that come out of that. That being said, it does technically fit, and we have enough space to, like, I don't think anybody would be worried.
All right.
That.
Question for you, Chase.
Oh, for me personally?
Yeah.
Ask it. Go.
If I fire this up,
Uh-huh.
we are taking the L either on these headers or that slip-on.
So here's the thing. So the reason you're saying that is because if we do that, we can't send anything back.
And I'm not saying if. I'm gonna fire it up.
Yeah. So
It's are you cool with taking the L on that?
here's where I'm at right now. For science reasons, we definitely need to know what this mic sounds like. Secondly, if we go ahead and do that, it eliminates the situation of like, ooh, we should do this or we should do that. It just puts us down a path, and we got to solve the problem.
I'm fine with problem solving.
Okay, so are we gonna crank the exhaust up and solidify the cost of, how much is this? 9 plus 6, 7, 16, 15? 1500? Well, this is not how I saw today going, but nevertheless,
it's how
where
today's
I am.
going.
All right, sounds like an is day, boys.
It's an is
All right,
day.
so I think you guys understand what Pat's saying.
We're about to be deaf.
We're gonna fire this up. We're gonna get some gas in it, make sure nothing's leaking. Nothing's touching the swing arm. I'm gonna remove the safety tape now, just for safety.
Removing the safety tape for safety? You're making lots of sense.
The situation kind of sucks, but damn, it looks good. All right, Pat, what are you doing? You plugging shit up?
Plugging in the old rapid back tuner. Okay, we're good. Battery voltage is 12.8. No leaks or anything. Set it down. Throttle position sensor works. Are we in neutral?
Yes.
Stream, be careful, boys. It's about to get loud.
Yeah,
All right,
y'all
Pat.
might want to turn the volume down. Clutch in.
Go.
Ready?
Yep.
Stand by. Clutch in. I mean, it's got a liter.
Yeah, but I'm not hearing this. There it goes.
There it goes. So we didn't get a fuel pump prime first. We just got a good one. We're gonna see how we do. Ready? Firing.
Hey!
sound like an inline four.
Oh my god!
RIP headphone users.
So it turns out a SC project with an acro header will make a fire-breathing R6. Is there a button that says make it breathe fire?
Clutch in. You like that quick startup, baby?
You said you didn't feel any exhaust gas?
No. Yeah, no leaks.
What are you doing on the computer?
So long story short, I'm just looking at the fuel map, and essentially I'm looking for any spots we're seeing a really rich condition or a really lean condition.
I mean, obviously you ride the bike learns.
Yeah, the more you ride it, it knows I've given it a value of what I want to see. And as we kind of heat cycle this bike a couple more times, I'll keep monitoring that fuel map. But what will happen, long story short, is we're going for safety. I mean, obviously fireballs are cool and all that crap, but if we get a bike that sounds really good, runs really well, starts every single time, super quick like we've seen already, that's what we want. If it happens to shoot fireballs, cool. But again, we're leaning more on the rich side of life than lean. Lean can cause pre-detonation and knocking and all sorts of bad things for an engine of this age, and we don't want that.
And that is the software that comes with the Rapid Bike stuff?
Correct.
Okay. That's it for this episode. We got the bike turned on. We got the exhaust installed, got the headers installed, got the bike cranked up. We got to hear the bike, and we got to shoot flames. I bet you didn't expect us to get to shoot flames in this episode. What are we doing in the next episode, and why is it so exciting?
Next episode, we are doing, as I've stated in previous episodes, stuff and things.
Hopefully. Okay, cool.
I have no idea what we're doing next episode.
Hey, now you know that this R6 shoot flames, so does that change the fact that you want to win it or not? Cool. WBR Garage, and we'll give it away to one of you guys that does that.
Miscellaneous shenanery.
Up this way?
I think so. I
Oh,
think it's more
yes.
of a-
I
yeah.
recall those shenanigans
Yes,
now.
yes.
We're doing lots of stuff and lots of things.
You guys tune in for next week's more of stuff and things here at WBR Garage. Oh my God.
Bye, friends.
If you made it to this point in the video, put OC in your comment. When you comment, hit the like button and let us know, did you expect flames in this episode or not? And was that a good thing or a bad thing? We'll see you on the next one.
If you think it's a bad thing, you're wrong.